Okay, guys, I'm here to give you my predictions for the 2020 Royal Rumble pay per view. It's coming to us this Sunday from Minute Maid Field, or Minute Maid Park, or whatever it is, the Houston Astros baseball stadium. Uh, as with the Royal Rumble is the start of the road to WrestleMania, and it's a lot of people's favorite pay per view of the year, mine included. So, what do I think is going to happen at this? Well, I'm about to get into that. They haven't announced a kickoff show match yet, or matches, so I have no idea what's going to happen on there. But I am going to give you the card as I know it, and I'm going to predict everything. So let's start with Sheamus versus Chad Gable because I am not calling him by his WWE name. I will not do that in anything I say. It might be in descriptions, but it ain't going to come out of my mouth because I hate that name that the WWE gave him. Uh, Sheamus. If Sheamus doesn't win, I would love to know why the WWE didn't have him win because he's just coming back from nearly a 9-month break or something like that since right after Mania last year. So yeah, Sheamus should win this match. I don't think it'll be a squash, but Sheamus should win this match. SmackDown Women's Championship. Bayley versus Lacey Evans. Um, it wouldn't surprise me if they gave the title to Lacey Evans, just have Bayley win it back before Mania, but that's really dumb. I think Bayley should carry the SmackDown Women's title into Mania, and while Lacey is improving, I don't really think she's ready to win this championship yet. And generally, given that she already beat Bayley anyway, we know how the WWE does things, so I'm going to go with Bayley beating Lacey Evans to retain the SmackDown Women's Championship. For the Raw Women's Championship, in a rematch from last year, Becky Lynch versus Asuka. Uh, Becky Lynch, I do not see Becky Lynch losing this championship to WrestleMania, flat out. Uh, and story wise, I think Becky has to win this match for story purposes because, Asuka is the last person to beat her clean. So, yeah, and that was a year ago. So, yeah, Becky Lynch to beat Asuka. In a Falls Count Anywhere match, Roman Reigns versus King Corbin. Now, the most interesting thing about this match is however the outcome is, could give you the outcome of the Royal Rumble. Because there are three possibilities here. And that is Roman Reigns loses this match and wins the Royal Rumble. Roman Reigns wins both this match and the Royal Rumble, or Roman Reigns loses both of them. And I doubt he's lose, and I doubt he's going to not win either. So he's at least going to get one. Whether it's this match or the Rumble, I don't know. But given my Royal Rumble prediction I'm going to get to later, I'm going to say that King Corbin will win and continue this till right before Mania, just say. And that's what I'm going to go with. So, yeah, there's that. For the Universal Championship, we have in a strap match, we have Daniel Bryan versus the Fiend Bray Wyatt. And I will say this, if this is a strap match where you do not have to pin your opponent and it is a normal strap match, that is at least a way that the Fiend could lose and actually keep face, because you really shouldn't beat the Fiend yet, but you definitely shouldn't pin the Fiend yet. But that being said, given that you shouldn't pin the Fiend yet, he really shouldn't lose at all yet. So I'm going to go with the Fiend Bray Wyatt winning this match. That just seems like the thing to do here. Is that the Fiend wins the match. So then we have the Men's Royal Rumble, which has, I think, all but 6 slots filled. So, clearly here I'm going to tell you straight up, my pick for this is Roman Reigns. Because I don't see anybody else. I do not see anybody else unless it's out of left field. Unless it's out of left field, I don't see anybody else that could win this match. I truly don't. I can tell you it's not going to be Brock Lesnar, at least I would hope it not be. I don't even think Brock Lesnar is going to be around at the end of this. Brock Lesnar is most likely in here to set up whatever he is doing at WrestleMania. That's more likely why he's in here to set that up. So, I'm going to say that Roman Reigns will win the Royal Rumble. And then face The Fiend at WrestleMania. Would I prefer that? No, but it's the most logical outcome. And sometimes with the Royal Rumble, if there's no clear favorite or you can't think of anything, go with a safe bet. Which is why I at least think the Women's Rumble is a tad bit more wide open. For the United States Championship, Andrade versus Humberto Carrillo. I think it's too early to take the title off of Andrade, and Humberto Carrillo hasn't shown me any personality since I've seen him. He's very talented in the ring, but sometimes that doesn't equate much. So, I got to say that more than likely, Andrade will retain the United States Championship. And the Women's Royal Rumble. I do not know whether this one or the men's one will main event. They may fluctuate every year between the two of these. I will say this, though. If the men's rumble goes on before this one, then there might be a really big surprise return coming in the women's one. I will say that. The women's rumble, to me, has two possible winners. Shayna Baszler or Ronda Rousey. I've been saying Ronda Rousey will win the Royal Rumble for a couple months now to people, because there's already built-in history between her and Becky anyway. Because if you think about it, Becky technically never beat Ronda at WrestleMania to win the Raw Women's title, to win that match. Because I know how the official finish was supposed to go. The actual finish was supposed to be Becky made Ronda tap out and all that. But we know that the ref botch happened and all that. So there's the story between Ronda and Becky that you can play off, and you would get the match you should have got last year anyway between Ronda and Becky, that they decided to add Charlotte Flair to, which was unnecessary, since it took the wheels off of Asuka. And Shayna Baszler is the only other one I see, because one, Shayna Baszler does not need to be down in NXT anymore, and on top of that, I think that in NXT, someone from NXT is going to win one of these two Royal Rumbles, and Shayna Baszler is the most likely one, because I doubt they're going to have someone from the men's Rumble do it. And again, Shayna Baszler makes the most sense too. Her and Ronda Rousey make the most sense. They were building the Survivor Series match between Becky Lynch, Shayna Baszler, and Bayley was really all about Becky and Shayna. So they might as well play that up, and Shayna Baszler winning the Women's Rumble to then face Becky Lynch at WrestleMania and win. Now I will say this, if Ronda Rousey wins, there's a chance Becky Lynch could win at WrestleMania. If Shayna Baszler wins, then Shayna Baszler definitely will beat Becky Lynch. So yeah, those are my picks for 2020 Royal Rumble. Because WWE is very predictable sometimes, and sometimes predictable makes predictions easy, but that's just what I see. That's just how I see things going. The actual review for the Royal Rumble will be up probably a week after the show, so look for it on around February the 2nd, around there. Before that time, though, I will have another retro wrestling review up, the Herb Abram UWF Beach Brawl from 1991 show, which I really don't look forward to watching, but I'm going to do it. I decided, because that show is so last, I decided to take a little bit off from those. So, that one will be next. It'll be before I do the Royal Rumbles review, though. So, if you like this video, like button down there, subscribe button down there, and thank you for watching. Bye.